The Battle of New Orleans, fought on January 8, 1815, was a significant engagement in the War of 1812 between the United States and Great Britain. It took place in Chalmette, Louisiana, near New Orleans, and is notable for being a decisive American victory, despite occurring after the war had technically ended. The battle was part of the broader War of 1812 to 1815, which arose from tensions between the United States and Britain over issues like trade restrictions, impressment of American sailors, and British support for Native American tribes opposing American expansion. By 1814, the war had reached a stalemate, with both sides seeking peace. New Orleans was a critical port city at the mouth of the Mississippi River, vital for trade and control of the interior United States. Capturing it would give Britain a strategic foothold and leverage in peace negotiations. Unbeknownst to the combatants, the Treaty of Ghent, which ended the War of 1812, was signed on December 24, 1814. However, due to slow transatlantic communication, news of the treaty did not reach the United States until after the battle. In late 1814, the British launched a campaign to capture New Orleans. A large British force, consisting of seasoned veterans from the Napoleonic Wars, was dispatched under the command of Major General Sir Edward Pakenham. The British aimed to seize the city by advancing up the Mississippi River from the Gulf of Mexico. Major General Andrew Jackson, a Tennessee frontiersman and military leader, was tasked with defending New Orleans. Jackson was a determined and charismatic commander who rallied a diverse force to meet the British threat. His army included regular U.S. Army soldiers, local militia from Louisiana, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Mississippi, free black soldiers, Choctaw warriors, local civilians, including some Creoles, a small group of pirates led by Jean Lafitte, who provided artillery and intelligence. In December 1814, a British fleet landed troops near Lake Bourne, east of New Orleans. On December 14, they defeated a small American naval force in the Battle of Lake Bourne, securing their approach to the city. The British then advanced through the swamps and bayous toward New Orleans. Jackson launched a surprise night attack on the British encampment at Villiers Plantation, about 8 miles from New Orleans. The attack disrupted British plans and delayed their advance, giving Jackson time to fortify his position. Jackson established a strong defensive line along the Rodriguez Canal, a dry ditch on the Chalmette Plantation, about 5 miles from New Orleans. His troops constructed a fortified rampart using earth, logs, and cotton bales, reinforced with artillery. The line stretched from the Mississippi River to a swamp, making a frontal assault the only viable British option. Throughout late December, the British probed Jackson's defenses. On January 1, 1815, they launched a heavy artillery barrage, but American gunners, including Lafitte's pirates, effectively countered, damaging British morale and equipment. Pakenham devised a two-pronged assault. The main force, under his direct command, would attack Jackson's line head-on across the Chalmette Plain. A secondary force, led by Colonel William Thornton, would cross the Mississippi River to capture American artillery on the west bank, then turn the guns on Jackson's main line. At dawn, under cover of fog, approximately 8,000 British troops advanced toward Jackson's line, which was defended by about 4,500 to 5,000 Americans. The British carried ladders and fascines, bundles of sticks, to scale the rampart and cross the canal. Jackson's troops were well entrenched, with clear fields of fire. American artillery, including cannons manned by experienced gunners, opened fire as the fog lifted, devastating the British ranks. Riflemen, particularly sharpshooters from Tennessee and Kentucky, picked off British officers and soldiers with deadly accuracy. The British attack faltered due to logistical errors. Many troops lacked ladders or fascines, and the main assault force became bogged down in the muddy terrain. Pakenham himself was killed, along with other senior officers, causing confusion and breaking British cohesion. Thornton's force succeeded in capturing the West Bank artillery, but the attack came too late to influence the main battle. American reinforcements quickly recaptured the position. The battle was a rout. Within about 2 hours, the British suffered heavy casualties, with estimates of 2,000 killed, wounded, or captured, including over 300 dead. The Americans lost fewer than 100 men, with around 13 killed. Devastated by the defeat, the British withdrew to their ships and eventually sailed away, abandoning their campaign to capture New Orleans. Although the Treaty of Ghent had already been signed, the battle had significant consequences. It boosted American morale and national pride, cementing the United States' status as a sovereign power capable of defending itself. It propelled Andrew Jackson to national fame, paving the way for his presidency in 1829. It strengthened American claims to the Louisiana Territory and control of the Mississippi River. The Battle of New Orleans is often remembered as a symbol of American resilience and ingenuity. It was mythologized in American culture, with songs like "The Battle of New Orleans" by Johnny Horton, 1959, celebrating the victory. The battle also highlighted the contributions of diverse groups, including militias, Native Americans, and free black soldiers, to the American cause. The Battle of New Orleans was a lopsided victory that showcased the effectiveness of prepared defenses and the determination of a ragtag American force against a larger, professional army. While it had no direct impact on the war's outcome due to the prior signing of the Treaty of Ghent, it shaped American identity and influenced post-war diplomacy. The battle remains a celebrated moment in the U.S. history, symbolizing the young nation's ability to stand up to a global power.